Welcome back to the last Remnant video walkthrough, 100% completion and low BR guide. We are continuing on our subquest now. We're going to be doing a quest for Emmy called the Fated One. And we're going to do it, and it's going to start out in pretty much the same way that it did for her mother. We're going to meet her in the same place by talking to somebody in the pub first. I spotted Emmy in the town square looking troubled. Perhaps you can lend her an ear. She looked like she could use a friend. Okay, so, and I think this is just an excuse to use the town square area. I don't think we ever have a need to go there other than for Emma and Emmy's quest. But she'll be standing in the exact same spot her mother was. May have been 2 quests before that for this. Yeah, there she is. Oh, hi, Rush. I just received a letter challenging me, the head of the Honeywell clan, to a duel. Our family is known for being the greatest of warriors. People far and wide come to challenge the Honeywell's warrior Yerva. There isn't a soldier alive who doesn't know that name. This is my first duel at defending the Honeywell name. I can't afford to lose. Rush, will you come with me to witness the duel? If you want me to. Thanks, Rush. Let's head to Avecliff. Watch over me, Mother. A duel. We're coming back to Avecliff. We just did Wisdom's Echo here, so this place should seem familiar. It's not a duel. Let me clear that up right now. Though she says a duel, it's going to be all of us versus all of them. So a duel meaning 2 just didn't. It's wrong, but that's fine. We'll still kick their ass happily. I've been waiting for you. Fellow soldier, make your way to the farthest room. That is where I shall wait. The elevator devices have now functioned properly. They should save your strength for when you duel. And yeah, that's another misguiding, because although all the elevators work now, none of them stop halfway or anything like that. We still have to take a long convoluted route just to get across the way where he was. So it's going to be, you know, it's like, I don't know, it's going to be a different route than how we did last time. Like, we started out on the 3rd floor. Oh, this guy's stopping us. Monster stun the way of the device. So, yeah, I'm not re-recording. I'm just going to kill the bastard and continue on. As I mentioned in the last video, I'm, oh, if you want strategy on how to kill these guys, push a button. Okay, and then you push another button, and everybody dies. But yeah, I mentioned in the last video that I'm not working so hard now to avoid mobs, because we've got the vast majority of our final 18 now. It doesn't matter if we engage an occasional guy, especially really low level ones like that one. We won't be engaging dragons like that, or anybody we don't have to, but shouldn't be a whole lot of shock and awe if you see that happen. We still have to avoid all the vultures or skull scavengers or whatever they are called in this zone. This is actually a longer route than the Wisdom's Echo one. Like I said, it's different, but you still have to go through the all the side halls and everything to get past broken platforms. What we had just done was taken an elevator down to the 1st floor, and then took another one up to the 2nd floor, where we are now. And I think we're going to take another one once we're through here, back up to the 3rd floor, on the same floor we started on, but a little bit closer to our goal. This getting to the duel is the challenge. the duel is not a challenge. Okay, so we're going to move further up the main hallway and hopefully get closer to that door where Warrior Yerva was and challenged us. So it's going to be like, I don't know, it's going to be like 30 minutes to get to him and then 3 seconds to kill him. Well, it's not 3 seconds, but it's certainly anticlimactic for it to take this long to get to him, and then blam. Okay, we need to take one more elevator. Well, 2 more elevators. We need to go down so we can move right underneath the door Yerva was at. And once we get to the door, we're right underneath Yerva's door right now, so we take the elevator up, we'll be right at it. And you can rest assured we won't have to do this elevator puzzle type stuff again. It's just for Wisdom's Echo and this quest, the Fated one. This quest is for Emmy, but it actually is for Jager because it gives us Jager. We have access to recruit him after this quest. I'm not sure why we didn't do a quest for Jager, but and it chose to have it be Emmy's, but whatever. I don't care as long as we get Jager, and we will after this quest. But we'll meet Warrior Yerva in here, where he stands alone for a duel. You're finally arrived, Emma Honeywell. Let's begin. You seem very young, child. Do you claim to be Emma Honeywell, the head of the Honeywell clan? I am Emma Honeywell II. I bring with me my mother's sword as proof of my heritage. I had my sights set on fighting a real soldier, not some child. I understand your disappointment. However, you must see me fight before deeming me an unworthy opponent. I like your spirit. Then let us begin. Alright, defeat Warrior of Yerva. We got the boss there, and he brought 4 of his buddies. They're devotees, or fanboys, whatever you want to call them. This is... he's got a lot of hit points. He's got like 150,000 hit points, which is among some of the highest hit point guys we've ever fought. But it doesn't change our strategy. We still kill the trash first, just like any boss fight. But knowing how much damage I'm doing now, I don't have to stack so many people on a group to ensure that it dies. So you could probably stack 2 and 2, or spread them out if you're sure I can kill the devotees in one round. Either way, your guys will hunt for another pack if the one previously attacked died or something like that. So the game will put you on the right guys. Yerva's an alright guy. You can recruit him. He's a warrior. A lot of people, I have seen people suggest him in Final 18s, but he's not in ours. We won't be recruiting him. We do get a couple things from this quest. We get a superior Tard shield, which I think David will use, or Gabriel. Gabriel will use it, I believe. It opens up all the areas of Avecliff with the elevators being turned on with this quest. And it will give a skill to Emmy, specific to Emmy, called 100 Flowers. When Emmy's hit points get low enough, she will get an option to do a maneuver called 100 Flowers that will just do 100 or 200,000 damage to the enemy. But I rarely use it because she'll die often before she gets a chance to do it. Okay, so Yerva's down. We also get access to the Ring of the Labyrinth Guild in Atham. We get a new guild opened in Atham. It's located behind the pub now. And that's where we're going to recruit Jager, who is just sitting there, out of a job. I guess Wagram fired him, or he quit Wagram. But our guys are still getting some skill ups there, which is good. Grah, you're much stronger than you appear to be. I fought a fair battle. I have yet to live up to becoming one worthy of wielding this sword. I still have a long journey ahead. Oh? Haha, you are young and yet so sensible. The future looks bright for you. You can find me in Virtus Parish in Athlum. My fellow mercenaries and I will be there if you need anything. Thank you, Warrior Yerva. It is an honor to be rewarded with such an opportunity. Dot dot dot. Will I ever surpass Mother? Everyone I talk to sees my mother in me. I understand because I carry a big part of her with me. But will the day ever come when people see me for me? Of course. Thanks. I know that's what Mother would want for me too. Here, a little token of my appreciation. Thank you, Rush. Superior Targ Shield. Let's go. And the Fated one is done. And we will bid her adieu and go pick up Jager as soon as possible. Premier Bracelet for Paris? Sure. Sure. Triumph Belt for Blocker? Sure. I don't know where we got the second Triumph Belt. Okay, so over here behind the pub is a new area opened up to us by doing this quest, and that's where Jager is. And it's a good thing we farmed that cash, because I believe he's 65,000. He's our most expensive guy so far? 65. 65535, which is like the highest 32-bit int, or something like that. Or, no, sorry, 8-bit. Alright, we're going to make a little change here. I think Blocker is out. Somebody's got to go.
Honored to carry out this task.
And now, when we take somebody out of our group that we leveled up in the PC Ultimate grind to replace with, like, Jager, we're going to lose hit points. That group's going to be way down on hit points because we lost a guy who had 2,000 hit points on him or something like that. You want to cycle guys in slowly, if possible. We won't be picking up anybody for the next 10 videos, but that should give Jager and Glennis time to level up some. And we didn't completely level up our other guys, so they've got some room to grow also in these videos. Nobody ever hits max and is just sitting around twiddling their thumbs. Okay, so we're moving on to the next quest. We're going to head on into Balak and pick up a quest called Infestation. By talking to the bartender in the pub, or the pub owner, I believe. He's sitting at the table, surrounded by flies. Hey, sport, how's it going? Better than me, I hope. Business is terrible. Here's a cup of Melfina's finest tea on the house. So I was saying, business is in the dumps. See all these bugs flying around? Annoying little buggers. By the time I bring the customers their drinks, a few are already floating belly up in their coffee cups. Oh, don't worry, there weren't any floating around in yours. I picked them all out. Or, I mean, I saw some, so I poured you a new cup. That's it. A bunch spawned in the Salamander's Tail area of the Great Sand Sea, and they're all drifting this way for some reason. It would really help me out if someone went to the Salamander's Tail and destroyed the hive. Otherwise, I'm going to be out of business soon. Squashing bugs, huh? I'm in. I'm in. Really? Thanks, you're a saver. And FYI, the bugs in the Salamander's Tail are big enough to swallow you whole. Stay safe out there. Oh, thanks. And he'll put us right into a fight. Which, I won't complain. I mean, okay, there's 7 groups out there, but this is pretty much the equivalent of the landworm fights we did for our ultimate grind, but it's nice that we didn't have to go anywhere. It made it very quick. And another thing we're going to do to make this go quicker is we're going to allow, we took the cuffs off David, we're going to allow him to use his Gibolg if it comes up to clear the battlefield, because it will hugely save time on videos. And Pages also has access to a battlefield clearing ability that he got right there at the end of the ultimate grind, called Blackout 4. But now that we're close to him, we're going to put all our guys on combat. And they are going to kill, well, we have 5 unions, and so we're going to kill 5 of their unions in this turn, the maximum we can, without using, terraforming abilities. Those who don't run away. It's odd if it takes more than 1 hit. Oh, okay, Pages got 2 of them with an area of effect. That wasn't his Arcana or anything, that was just his normal Pages Hex or Invocation, whichever one he's using, that happened to be a small area of effect. It affects 1 or 2 groups. Okay, so we're running out of guys here to fight us. But this can be a massive fight. There is one thing special about this fight, I guess. It's the first time for us. It's the first quest where we're not forced to do it. Earlier, the quest would go away, and so we had to complete them to get the 100% completion. Now, we've gotten the guys we want, and this is just a normal quest. There's nothing we need from this quest. It gives us 10 grand, but we obviously don't need the money in that way. But it is a nice landmark moment where we're not doing anything for getting another guy in our group or getting one of Rush's arts. Okay, David's going to get a Gabolg opportunity here, and though it only says we have 3 unions, the entire battlefield's going to get reinforced twice. This is once. I believe 3 more groups show up in that reinforcement. And I believe it's going to reinforce 1 more time on this turn, thanks to our guys killing. Reinforced again. So there are 7 groups out there, the 6 listed on the right and 1 at the bottom right, the soldier group plus the 6. And David is going to knock out all 7 of these groups with his giant gun of bally, fiery death and pain and spit and blood. Boom. Everything's gone. And now we're just left with the boss and her 2 guards. That's the queen and the 2 queen's guards, which are the only significant fighters in this fight. The queen's guard can curse, although I don't think any of them get a chance to. Queen is not so tough. And you may notice that although we'll give David the Gabolg there, I don't think he needs it. There's a chance, if there's not enough groups up, you probably don't want to choose Gabolg for just the fact that your other guys are going to clear the battlefield. Well, you'll notice that some of these options are well over 100, and later on our guys will even get attack options that are over 200 action points apiece. That's going to happen more and more. Like, David cast his Gabolg in the last fight, and he has enough action points to cast it in this fight. In fact, he gets enough action points at this point at his level, or his skill level, that he could just cast it indefinitely, which makes a lot of these fights moot. A lot of the earlier fights are going to be nothing now. So he's cleared the last of the trash and done 14k to the boss, and she should be done this turn. Actually, she should be done by Rush's group here, yeah. Okay. So that's the end of that madness. I'm not sure if this fight is super tough before the ultimate grind, but because I didn't try it, it doesn't give you anything special, so I didn't do it. Our skill ups are less, but we're still getting them. Our guys aren't maxed out, they're just really close to maxed out. The Rift owner says, "Hey, Sport, you totally helped me out there. I really appreciate it. Of course, things being smooth sailing from here there would be too good to be true. When it rains, it pours, right? You wouldn't believe what's happened to me now." What? You don't want to hear any more of my problems? Oh, okay. So he gives us 10,000 gold. And the flail formation, which is useless to us right now. That's it for this video, except that once we hit the world map, I'll show you the only downside of having 18 guys without their weapons leveled up. Is that we are going to get, quite often, 18 requests for weapon upgrade items. Like, if we've got 18 guys, we got to say okay 18 times, and that's almost after every other fight and every time you hit the world map. So some of those I completely cut out of the videos, but this one, well, I can't cut them all out, but you can just ignore those safely. And I'll see you in the next video.